Hey, welcome to Talkin' Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift. Jim and I aren't really here. I mean, Jim's not here at all. Jim's in a hotel room in London right now, and I'm in my old bedroom in my parents' house where I used to live recording this. So we don't have an episode this week, or a regular episode. What we do have is a best of episode. I know that's obnoxious. We've only done 6 episodes or 5 episodes, and now we're doing a best of. But for those of you who haven't been listening along, this is a great way to get started with our show. If you have been listening, it's some of the highlights of what's gone on in the last episodes. We will be back next week with a brand new episode, but since we were out of town, we were unable to do it, and the new episode will be in the new year, and we've got all kinds of fun stuff planned. Lindsay has worked hard with Machete at compiling a best-of episode. I don't think it was too hard. There wasn't much to find. And that's what you can listen to now. And stay tuned on iTunes every week for the latest episodes of Jim and Eddie Talking Shit. Or go to Stitcher Radio and download the newest episode. And that's it. So enjoy.
Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, oh, their mouths.
Then we'll go there. We'll go there. You want me to give you a first Hello and welcome to Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift. We have actually named the show now, so we're on the second episode. We just have had a big fight over whether it should be between Eddie Ift and Jim Jeffries, or Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift. And we've decided that we've talked Eddie into making his name second because it rhymes with shit. So if you go Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift, it works. But the real reason is that I'm more famous. Like, we have a friend, Jason, who's here. Say hello, Jason.
Look, he's all excited because we just referred to him.
Just referred to him. Now, Jason's a... would you call yourself simple, Jason? Or would you call yourself...
I would say... No, honestly, if you said to me, what is Jason? I would say he's highly intellectual, but he's got something like
a little bit of autism, don't you?
Autism or something.
Maybe.
You got a little bit of autism.
He's got something.
My mom smoked and drank. I don't know. Maybe.
He's got a lot of skin between his eyes.
He doesn't. No, I think his eyes are too close together.
Oh, like a shrunken head, like Beetlejuice.
What he looks like something that's been taken out of the oven that wasn't quite cooked. Like a gingerbread man that's been taken out and then someone's just gotten a spatula and just sliced some eyes in.
Have you ever seen when they carve a face into an apple and then leave it outside and let it rot?
Yes.
That's kind of like...
You have a sunken pumpkin face.
Yeah, your eyes are really sunken into your head.
And you're autistic.
But then you have fat cheeks.
And you're a fat autistic person. And you come and you stay in a house, but you have your own place to stay.
Yeah, he has his own place.
But you choose to stay on our couch because why?
Because I love you guys.
And you've never had friendship like it, have you, fat bastard? That's what you do.
And you'll do anything we tell you, right?
Anything you say.
Will you do anything we ask you to do?
No.
Okay, today I had a talk with Jim about if I found, because we all know how Jim's life is. I said, someday I know I could walk in your room and find a dead body. There's a chance that the way he has sex, that he could kill a person.
Yes.
And so I said to him, I'm afraid someday that might happen. And he said, what would you do? Would you turn me in? And I said, I wouldn't turn you in. I wouldn't not turn you. I would run away. I would just run away. I'd be in Mexico.
He wouldn't dob me in, and if they came to see him, he'd say he wasn't even in the house. He'd go, I never saw anything.
But I said you would be over. You'd be at fucking Ralph's right now buying a shovel.
Yeah.
You'd be looking up where you could get lime.
You'd be carrying the body for me.
But then he would fuck up, because here's what he would do. He would call a friend that has a truck and say, we need to borrow your truck, and the guy would be like, I don't have enough space in it. And Jason would say something dumb like, it only needs to fit a body.
No, what he would do is he'd brag about being my friend. And he'd go, I'm disposing of a body for Jim Jeffries.
This is a good time to introduce our guest. We have our first guest on the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
Brian is an entrepreneur, a man of the world, a Renaissance man, a porn director, a softcore porn director,
closet heterosexual. Yeah, I've tried about 14 times. It never took.
I met Brian.
Smells like fish.
I met Brian in New York City about
10 years
Yeah,
ago?
about 10 years.
10 years ago, I'm doing stand-up. You know when you get off stage, you don't want to talk to anyone but another comic?
Yes.
He came up to me and kept talking to me, and I figured he must be like an open micer, and he wouldn't stop. And I'm like, who is this guy? And I figured he was an open micer, but he was too funny. And I'm like, why wouldn't he go away? And he just kept talking. I'm like, this guy's funny. And
you were nice. You gave me your phone number, and we sort of maintained this weird, like, phone. I'd see you sometimes, and you'd show me pictures of you with your cock on your... That's when I kind of knew we were friends, like 5 years ago, like these grainy 1.3 megapixel pictures of your dick shoved in some girl from Sydney's mouth with her chapped lips, like, wrapped around your uncircumcised member.
I'm circumcised.
No,
Down those pictures.
Yeah, he's circumcised.
It's just, yeah, because you felt uncircumcised. Oh.
Are you uncircumcised?
I'm circumcised.
How are you circumcised?
All Australians were circumcised that were born in the 70s. It's something to do with wind and sand and heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a grant, too, from the mother country.
Are you circumcised?
Yeah, more or less.
Not
What do you mean, more or
one
less?
Jew in the country and fucking foreskins everywhere.
Are you?
I am circumcised. Yeah, I am. I totally am. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to have that, like, turtleneck.
Are you? You're not circumcised?
No, I am circumcised.
Oh, no,
I
I'm
don't like.
circumcised.
I don't even like watching porn. Like, I don't need dick maintenance in my life. Like they always say, you got to pull the head down and the skin and clean it with a.
Well, they reckon it's more sensitive
Yeah.
with
I
the
can't even wear
foreskin.
corduroys. I don't even need to be more
This is
sensitive.
the thing. I don't want more sensitivity.
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah, I'll come quicker.
I can come quicker if I'm masturbating myself or I get the puncher in the face. And you know, these are the things that get it for me. It's not the rubbing of the cock.
And when I'm in the room with you, that's what makes me come.
I have actually, like, I'm married, and I will actually still come putting my dick in my wife. Like
we all do. We all do.
Yeah, listen, she said she's going to cut that out, by the way. Okay, right. I said no more Australians or blacks.
Wait, you still?
Okay, okay, blacks.
Yeah,
Wait,
very rare.
you still have sex with your wife?
Yeah, I mean, we have 2 small children. And
Well, you have sex with them too?
she has a
greedy
no,
bastard.
Wait, not until they're at least 7. Come on. I always say like Los
Sex
Angeles.
before 8, or it's too late.
What's that?
Sex before 8, or it's too late.
Oh God, it's too
Yeah,
much.
they get all lippy with the cops then, don't they?
They really do. No, like the clits come out. It's kind of like, you know.
Oh.
No, is that too much?
That's
They're my
disgusting. I thought
kids.
they were
Jason.
boys.
No, you ever wipe shit off a little kid's dick? It's just creepy.
When my nephew was very young, I once changed his nappy, and when they just shit themselves, and
it's all over their
there's
little
cock,
balls.
there's shit all over their balls and everything
You
like
know,
that.
I was in the Philippines. You know what? No, I won't do that one.
I just think that like without adults, these things would just die.
They would.
yeah.
Yes, you
That's
couldn't
what we're
leave them in
for.
the wild.
Their piss holes would get impacted with so much baby shit
Yeah.
that their piss would go right up their little dick holes
Urethra.
and poison their organs.
Really?
So
Is
it's good that we're
true?
here.
Yeah, but their
As
organs
adults.
are already new and fresh and everything. They could probably put
Do
up.
enough. You put a baby piss on a liver, it'll die.
If anyone wants to write to us how much shit a baby's organ can take, I'd be interested to find the actual.
Yeah,
But do it in metric and also the other
Write
one
us on
leaves.
Facebook and don't send it as a message. Post it.
Yeah, exactly.
Post it on our wall.
Right.
We want to know how much shit a baby's organs can take.
I'm guessing an imperial gallon of baby urine will knock out a spleen.
And you don't even need a spleen.
No, it's one of those loser organs.
Yeah.
I had a friend in a car accident. The doctors came out and they said to me, and all my friends were like 16, they went really bad, but we've had to remove his spleen. And we all just for a while just stood there and went, oh, fuck. And then the doctor left and we all went to each other, what's a spleen? Like we did, we all went, what's a spleen?
So Jason's resume.
Wait, can I give a little backstory to this? Jason was telling us all the things he's done. Well, every time we said something, he's like, "Oh, I've done that."
I got to admit though, even though most of this sounds like lies, he normally has a little bit of evidence to back it up.
I would say that his stories are 26% true.
Wait, when have you disproven?
They're all
or
based in
destroyed-
truth.
We will in your resume.
I'll tell you a story I think is a lie. I reckon you've only fucked one chick.
What is the
And I don't think you've ever masturbated on my couch. I think you do it in my bed when I'm gone. All right, let's get on his
Okay,
resume.
so his resume, Jason.
Just give us a few at a time. You can't give them all at once.
All right, auto mechanic.
I believe that.
Okay, wait a minute. Really? For like a proper mechanic? Or
On cars.
Yeah, I apprenticed.
you're an apprentice?
No, I mean, I got to the point where I was doing some auto repairs on my own, but I was an auto body technician.
Oh.
Is what
He was also a wrestler.
well, high school.
No. You've said to me that you wore the mask and everything and you were like a
No.
Mexican
Did he
wrestler.
Did he really tell you
You
that?
said it at a
did tell
professional
me.
level.
You said you're a professional wrestler.
I never said that. I never,
Then if we're going to go my resume, I was a soccer player, a cricket player, a track and field.
I never-
If we're going to say every stupid thing we did as fucking kids, I was good at pottery.
Wait. You told him you had a Mexican wrestler mask because if you have that mask,
You
you're
said
gonna
you're a
wear that.
professional.
Okay.
You said you're a professional
No, I
wrestler.
did not.
Well, I'll
You
give
did
him,
say you're professional.
I'll give him this. We are going to have an MMA guy on the show as a guest. He told me he would wrestle him. He's not afraid.
So he could be a wrestler.
No, but no. Scrap that off. What's that? He wasn't. He did that in high school. That's not a
You
fucking.
can't put that on your resume.
You can't put shit you did as a child on your CV.
Okay, boat
What's a
engine.
CV?
It's some dumb Australian term.
Curriculum vitae.
Boat engine
Latin, you
mechanic.
dumb fuck.
Boat engine
That's a bit
mechanic.
harsh. Sorry.
Boat engine mechanic.
No, I'm starting that. That's
Okay.
new.
Take it
Okay,
off.
you can't talk
But I
about your
didn't.
future
I did
dreams
it. They
either.
put that. See, I didn't make this list.
Oh,
I didn't.
jeez. Why don't you just
Okay,
say
here
you're
we
a
go.
multi-millionaire too?
Massage therapist.
Yes.
Okay, where'd you do that and who to?
This
I
is
do-
true. He owns a table.
I've been doing clients for like 3 years now.
Now, watch this.
I'll have a massage live in the air one day.
Are you licensed?
No.
No.
Here's my question: is it consensual? Is that?
Yeah.
No. There's straps on the table.
Wait. So you've got a table. You go over to people's houses. You massage them without any certification, any license. With like, do you know there's a chance of a lawsuit if you fuck them up?
Most of the people that I work on are massage therapists.
Right. Oh my god. That's like a comedian that just plays open mic rooms. That doesn't count if you're just massaging other people.
That's like a service.
No.
Is that like-
I do it by donation. They pay me for my services.
That's like
actual clients.
Can you imagine a doctor going, I only operate on other doctors?
I will take one of your massages and I will pay you accordingly to how good I think it is. And I'll be fair. I will be fair.
All right.
And we'll come back one week and
I'll
we'll
take that.
see how much I
Okay.
pay.
I'll take that challenge.
He was
And
also.
I will not let him touch me ever because he enjoys it too much.
He hugged me before.
I never hugged you. Ever.
hugged me.
I've never hugged
He
you.
patted me on the back last night.
I did pat you on the back.
They went for a jog together. And you
That's
get
not
you
gay
get a
at
pat on
all.
the back every day you don't die. So you got 4 left.
Personal barista to the stars.
What's that? What's a personal
Coffee maker.
Coffee maker.
Oh, okay. No, I've heard about this. You made coffee and you
Yeah, I
used to
made
bring
lattes.
it. You used to bring it into recording studios and stuff.
No, I worked on set for it. Was usually
But it doesn't make you a personal coffee
No,
maker.
no,
We
we
can't
had-
say
we
the
had-
celebrity name.
we had 3
Yeah.
clients. One of them I can't name.
Really?
You can't.
You can't name him though. You can't name Tom.
That
We're
will-
not allowed
you
to
have to
do
edit
that.
that
We're
out.
gonna have to edit that out
Seriously,
because
that's not
he
a joke.
saw.
Why do you have to edit it out?
Because
Eddie just guessed it.
I just guessed.
Eddie just guessed. Why do you
Okay,
have
let me-
to?
let me
You
hold
should
it.
have played it down and go not Tom. This is why you fucking.
Wait. Okay. Why don't you say this then? Why don't you say?
he breached trust? I told him that, and he's
I didn't
not-
breach
So
trust.
you breached Tom's trust by telling Eddie.
And you signed a contract. You told me that you couldn't tell that there was a gay man that
I
was
didn't know.
married
I
under
didn't say that. I
contract
don't know what he's talking
to
about.
lots
What
of
we'll
women,
do is
that
we
is
will-
a Scientologist that you made coffee.
We
for.
will bleep out only the name Tom,
But we will talk
but
about all
everything
the
everything
movies
else
that
that's
he was
said
in.
around.
Well, because
That actor from Vanilla Sky,
What happened was the last few months I was
The
working-
actor from Risky Business.
risky
Listen.
business.
The last few months I was working there,
The actor from Mission
our
Impossible.
company provided. He was
The
one
guy
of
that
3
drank your
clients.
coffee from A Few Good Men.
Him, Cameron Diaz, and
The actor that was in Animal House. No, that's Kevin
How
Bacon.
did he get the cream in his coffee? A few good men. Yeah, is he want to come on his bike? See, I had an idea, and Eddie thinks this is gay because I think we should do stunts in the show. And I have an idea
I will be
called,
no part of this.
called the Glory Hole Challenge, right? And the Glory Hole Challenge is a brilliant idea.
You
Where-
and
what-
Jason will do this.
I'll do it for the laughs because I'm a funny guy and I'm a bit wacky. But what I want to do is I won't do the building. I'll get Jason to do that. Jason can build it. I want you to build like a big long box, sort of 4 foot high, right? Cut into 3 different sections with 3 different little doors so they can't change around when they see it, with glory holes in the front. And we're going to employ 2
Wait, do you
female
know- do you know
prostitutes.
what a glory hole is? Okay, Jason.
We're going to employ two female prostitutes and 1 male prostitute, and we're going to shove our cock in there, and you have to last for 30 seconds, And then,
Wait, but you just pick one hole.
you just pick one hole, yeah.
So you've got a choice of all 3 holes.
You got
and you stick
2/3
yourself in
chance
one
that you-
hole, and you have a 2/3 chance getting a woman's mouth or their vagina. What is it? It'll be a mouth, right?
It'll be a mouth, yeah.
So 2 of the holes could be. You've got a 2/3.
You got to separate the boxes off so they can't change around. No one can fuck you over.
Yeah.
And shuffle
Yeah,
around.
so you're gonna have a divider between them, and so you go into one. It's a woman. One, it's a woman. One, it's a man, and you've got your choice. And it's one, and it's done, and you've got to stay there for 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
I think they're already doing this in Japan though. This is already a Japanese game show. It
No,
sounds
it's
like one.
No, it's not a
don't.
Japanese game show.
What did
Don't-
we tell you about
don't-
trying to be
yeah,
funny?
Stop! You're funny.
Fucking
when you don't
hell!
try to
Just
be funny.
like a
God.
funny.
seriously.
You're a funny
Put the
sham.
microphone
Wow.
up to your mouth, you.
It's not. Well, okay.
No, this is what we do. So you build the box. We get the hookers in. Me and you simultaneously.
Well, you won't go first.
No, simultaneously do it.
So that kills
How about-
my odds.
how
So I don't
about-
have
no-
3 holes to pick from.
No, but it's all random. We all 3 of us go in at once.
No, I am not. I'm not.
God, you're gay.
I don't care. I'm just not doing it. It's you two. Will you do it, Jason?
No,
Why not?
because I don't want to.
It's a free blowjob.
You're gonna get
From a
blow-
guy.
It might
No,
not be a guy.
you're so pessimistic. There is so much more chance it will be from a girl.
Do you find out after though?
Of course you. What's the point of not finding out?
It's actually more fun if we never find
If
out.
you never find out, if you live, okay, if you never find out, will you do it?
Nope.
If we never know, no
Nope.
one ever knows.
Nope.
Because then we can all sit around together going, "You must have sucked the cock." Mine definitely was a fucking.
No, I'm not doing it. Will you do it?
No.
Why not? If I did it, will you do it? Look how if I do it, he'll do it.
All right, how about this? We get rid of the male prostitute, and one of the things we put Noose the dog in there. Because if she just saw a bit of meat go through like that,
Yeah, she'd suck your cock.
she'd probably bite it, wouldn't she?
A little bit, little nibble. It might feel good.
That's
I think she'd
weird.
probably lick it. She'd lick it.
It'd be a sniff lick, and then that was it. That would be it.
Okay, so
She wouldn't
would
suck
you-
it. She
would
doesn't
you-
have the lips. She's
so
a
would you
fucking
do it in
dog,
that-
you
would
idiot.
Would you do it in that situation?
I don't feel comfortable doing that.
Why not?
I don't.
You're going to be alone forever.
What if-
you don't take risks in your life? If you don't take risks, nothing going to happen. If you risk nothing, Jason,
I love
you
it.
risk everything.
I love it.
That is the rule to life.
Jim's threat to Jason at all times is you're gonna die alone. It's always you're gonna be alone for the rest of your life. You always threaten him with that.
Because I know that's his biggest.
Can I put a profile of you on Match.com and try to find you a woman?
No.
Why not?
I'm scared of that shit.
Well, we have a surprise for you.
I don't want to do that.
Listen to a
That's
very
just bad.
special
You
podcast
guys pay.
where Jason goes on a date with one of his Match.coms.
That's what we'll do. Podcast about number 6. We're going to put a profile up of you, and we're going to get you a date, and we're going to time it. We're going to time it so that she comes to pick you up from this house at the time, and then we're roping the girl in to come and sit and talk to us for a bit. That's fucking podcast gold right there.
In fact, I think that's episode 3.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, we're
But here's
doing
the
it.
thing. Here's the thing.
You gotta find a match,
Wait. To find a match
Find a
is going
match.
to be impossible.
There's thousands of losers out there just like you,
Jim.
and they're
Jim,
looking. They're
how
looking.
are you going to find
But I have to agree
a girl
too.
that's an auto mechanic?
Yeah.
She doesn't have the same
The,
skill set.
the problem is when you have to fill out all the hobbies and stuff, you're going to actually crash the internet. you're gonna put everything.
So I decide I'm going to eat this dude's cunt, right? So she's right there, right?
Oh my God.
And I got her right over, and I kind of go to open it up, and it was almost like it was sort of like there was a faint sweat sock odor, and I put my tongue kind of in there, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this.
His high school baseball bat fall out.
No, it tasted like a wet balloon. Like it was like this sort of like.
Did you tell this at your wedding on how you met her?
This egregious scar factory. No, the Laugh Factory. It killed. But so anyway, so I do that, and she looks behind me like I'm a pervert. She's like kind of gives me this funny look, like goes from giving this like sloppy saliva nicotine blowjob, and looks over her left broad shoulder at the dude behind her sticking his tongue up her cunt, and she just kind of gives me a wink, like, and it just was too much. So I lean back, and we had magnums out because I don't want to get her pregnant. And I put this rubber on,
You're
right?
talking about the ice creams.
And And I put the thing on, right? And I've still got, I still got as much of a hard on as I did like, before I knew that she was used to be a guy. So I go to put my dick in, and I kind of lean up with one leg, and I kind of go on the side, and I get in about maybe a quarter of the way, and I feel like resistance. There's something in there. So I pull out, and I kind of put my hand in on the side to explore. And I put it in. It was kind of like Fantastic Voyage, because it was kind of like warm. It felt like seltzer water in there, and it was kind of warm. And I put my hand in, and I feel like bulbous. And one thing I can say is it felt like frozen gummy bears. So I put my hand in, and I try to push it to the side, and I try to get my dick in around the frozen gummy bears, right? But it keeps snapping back. And I figured out what happened is that whoever docked her, they didn't scoop out her, like, dick meat enough. She was still full of dick meat, which was the scar tissue. So I kind of I decided that I probably have an 11-inch dick. I can't fuck this dude's, like, pussy, right? So I pull out.
Ass. You gotta go for the ass.
I look at the ass, and the ass, it literally looked like, like the Chronicles of Narnia. This is like the bad side of Narnia. It was like this giant, blown out, ashen, like veneered hole. You know what I mean? With like litter and a recycling sign.
Like it was a tire.
Yeah, it was a dude's ass. Like that was, make no mistake. Like whatever, when you buy a Honda, you don't go for the navigation. Like she didn't go for the ass package. Like this was a dude's ass, right? So I just decided I'm gonna put my dick in, and I throw it in, and it gets sucked in. It's like there's like a vortex in there, and I go in
like an airplane bathroom toilet.
Right. But instead of blue liquid, it was like a brown viscosphorus pudding made of shame,
I gotta stop you. That was the bit that upset you the most, was the arsehole. After you felt dick meat.
And frozen gummy bears.
And then you're like the arsehole. Now that was one step too far.
I did a couple of bumps.
Hold on,
of her
I've
broad
never
shoulders.
seen Jim Jeffries get disgusted by anything in my entire life. And this is a man who shoved many, many things in his own asshole.
I felt bad before.
I had to retire my ass from shoving things in there.
Yeah, well, I would probably, your asshole probably better than her asshole.
My asshole's all swollen on one side. If you show me your cock, I'll show you my asshole. But my asshole looks like it's had a stroke.
Yeah.
Give us a look at one of your nuts.
No.
All right, I'm going to pull you out one of my nuts.
I don't want to.
All right, Jason.
I don't.
Jason,
no.
I'm getting it out.
No.
No.
Look at his balls.
I don't want to look at Jim's balls.
Now,
look at his balls.
Here we go.
Make me
There's
look.
a big pink nut.
You shave it?
No, it's just I've got a pretty hair-free nut. And look at that. Is that?
Look
is
at
that,
it. Look
is
at
that
it.
what,
Why?
Look at it!
Is that what the?
Look at it!
Look
at it! No!
Is that what the inside of your mouth looked like when you're in the jungle?
That's what it's gonna be.
I think me and you should have kids, knock up some random girls, have the kids, and then we just live together, and they just assume that both of us are gay, and we just carry on as we've always been.
Stop looking at me.
Yeah, I don't. Lindsay, you are not going to be the
Lindsay,
mother of my children.
you're the type of person I'd let mother, because you're very organised.
Yeah, she'd be a good mother.
Yeah, you'd be a good mother.
Getting to the point of motherhood.
I want the kids to look like me, obviously, and have my sense of humour. But your organisational skills. So my look and personality, and your handwriting's very nice.
Yeah.
You could have your handwriting.
And if we do it, it's going to be artificial insemination.
And also because
I'm going to have a couple Asian girls jerking me off to get me to come, and then we'll slop it into your pussy.
No. What we'll do is, because me and Eddie, I only want to take care of the kid some of the time, right? I don't want a kid full time. So how about we both father the one kid? Neither of us knows what it is. We both come in a cup and chuck it at Lindsay. I met Noel Gallagher once when I was in the Groucho Club in London, which is like the most exclusive sort of members bar in London. And I was there, and I just done a show in a small theatre, and afterwards, because I was in the theatre, they let me into the club.
And you said this Gallagher is not the bad one.
This is the most talented one. This is the one who wrote all the songs. But if you know Oasis, this is he sang some of the songs. He sang the "So Sally can wait, she knows it's too late as well."
But he's not the troublemaker.
Well, they're both troublemaker, but this one's not known as the troublemaker. Okay. No, this is the older brother who was the power behind Oasis.
Okay.
And anyway, so I was, but he's huge in Britain still. He's a huge celebrity. And I was in there, and Russell Brand was in there, and I've met Russell a few times, and me and Russell were having a chat. Now, Russell doesn't drink anymore, and I was hammered. It was about 4 or 5 in the morning. Right?
I like how that goes. Russell doesn't drink anymore, and we know.
Yeah, I was fucking plastered. And I just done a really good show, and I was a bit fucking full of myself, and I was sort of staggering around. Now, let's cut back. Now, there was a story in 2009, which was the biggest story of the year in Britain. The biggest story of the year was Russell Brand was on radio and he stated that he had had sex with Manuel from Fawlty Towers' granddaughter. Now, in case you don't know, Fawlty Towers is probably the most popular British sitcom of all time. There's a guy who played a waiter in this thing called Manuel. He played some Spanish waiter. And this guy's become like a national treasure. He's an old bloke.
Like
he's
bigger than John Cleese?
No, but he's still as beloved.
Like
as
John Cleese.
Like John Cleese.
Okay.
Right? As beloved as John Cleese. And they're the same age. They're 70-year-old guys, right? Anyway, his granddaughter is a girl called Georgina Bailey. And if you Google her online, she's a member of a dance troupe called the Satanic Sluts. So she's no wilting flower, this girl. There's plenty of pictures of her just, topless wherever, as soon as you go on the net, right? Anyway, Russell Brand had sex with her, as I'm sure many people have. But he didn't just stop at that. On his radio show with Jonathan Ross, who is Britain's equivalent of David Letterman, he was the guest on the radio show. They rang up this guy and said, "Hey, I fucked your granddaughter," right? And everyone in Britain, he didn't answer, but they left 9 messages on his answering machine going, "I slept with your granddaughter." It was a huge story, and everyone in Britain was up in arms, just like, "Oh my God, you can't do that, get these idiots." So both of them, Jonathan Ross lost his TV show, got suspended off his TV show for a few months. Russell Brand was fired off the radio and couldn't leave his house, but it actually was a good thing for his career in the end. But
as it always is.
At the time, it was a big deal. Now, getting back to me, I fucked Manuel's granddaughter 2 or 3 years earlier to that and had told all my friends. And so there was everybody I knew this story about me fucking Manuel's granddaughter. So when this happens, whenever something like this happens in the media where a comedian goes too far, comedians such as myself get rung up by the media to go, "What do you think about the Russell Brand incident?" And I meant to go, "Wow, comedians say stupid things, blah, da, 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 da. I don't agree with what he did. He probably shouldn't have rang his grandfather. It was out of order, but, as long as he apologizes." That's what my response was, right? Now, many other comics had also had this phone call. And one of the dickheads along the line went, "Oh, yeah, Jim Jeffries fucked her as well." Right?
After you had already given your response.
Well, yeah, I'd already given my response to several people. So now I have phone calls ringing into me going, "Did you also fuck Manuel's granddaughter?" And I was like, no comment. Oh, what are you going to do? Because when I shagged her, she was quite young. She was of age, but she was like 18 or something. And she hadn't joined the Satanic Sluts, and I may have been the thing that pushed her over the ledge. But anyway,
you were her Steve Coogan to Owen.
She wasn't covered in tattoos at this stage. She was just a chick. She was actually performing in a play with Andrew Sachs, who's Manuel, at the Edinburgh Festival, and I shagged her at the festival. Anyway, so this all became like a big thing. So I denied it. And then it sort of died down over time. Cut to 6 months later, I'm in the Groucho Club. There's Russell Brand. I'm drunk. And I sort of stumble up. And I go, you owe me an apology because I had all those papers ringing me up all the time. And he goes, "Ooh, whatever happened?" as he failed his arms around and his hair buffed up. Right?
And his Brillo-y shirt. Lace.
As he jumped off a pirate
and
ship.
His teased hair. And his leather scrunched down high heel boots.
So he says all these things to me. And I went, I like Russell. I fucked Manuel's granddaughter as well. And he goes, "Oh, wasn't she grubby? Didn't she need a wash?" Right? And we had a laugh and we joked about it and we sort of compared notes, as men do in this situation. Then Noel Gallagher walks up to our group of 2 to make it a group of 3. Now, Russell and Noel have become very good friends over the last couple of years. And I love Oasis. I have every album. I have it back in my place in London. I have posters on the wall. I was just so starstruck, I couldn't even fucking talk. And Noel Gallagher's there. And Noel looks at Russell and goes, "So who's this guy?" And Russell goes, "Oh, I'm ever so sorry. This is Jim Jeffries." Now, I could have gone, "I'm a comedian as well, and I know Russell from being a comedian." But what I said was, "I fucked Manuel's granddaughter too." My girlfriend said to me, she goes, "I'd be happy to have a prenup and She goes, I'll be happy to have one. The thing is, you've earned all this money and everything, and if we ever broke up or anything, I think that you should get all your stuff, and I wouldn't ask for anything afterwards. The only thing is, we'd have to have a thing in the prenup that if you cheated on me, then I would get half. And I'm like, then why are we even having a prenup? Like, that's
going to be the reason.
That's the only thing that's going to happen. Like, it's not going to be like, I can put up with misery for fucking years. Sing us a song.
Yeah. Sing us a song, a piano man. Do I?
Yeah, he's
sing us a song tonight.
See?
Because we're all in the mood for a melody. And Jason's a big fat cunt.
What is wrong with you? Even I felt sorry for you.
Talk shit! Talk shit! Talking shit! Talking shit! Talking shit! Talking shit!
So, thanks for listening to the best of Talking Shit with Jim and Eddie. Make sure you come back next week, brand new episode. We have Brian McCarthy coming back, which is going to be fun. He's got some new stories for us, some other great guests coming up, and some good stories, because Jim and I have been on the road and some crazy stuff's happened. But thanks again for listening. Make sure you download us on iTunes. You can still find us on Stitcher Radio on your iPhone or smartphone or whatever the hell they call those things. And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Go fuck yourself.